All right, guys. So thank you guys so much for being here. So tonight and pretty much the rest of our time are going to be dedicated to putting together systems, so and steps, so that we can teach you guys how to do these systems and then make them duplicatable so that you can teach the people you're enrolling. Because several of you are really starting your teams or you already have your teams in action, and they're passionate, right? They're excited. They want to move forward. And I'm looking at all of you, and all of you have this story happening right now. All of you have these teams that are starting to form. And so we don't want to stop them in any way. We want to fuel that fire. But usually the biggest question is, what do I do? How do I do it? All right, they're excited. Now what? So we're going to start with the basics. And we're going to continue to do these on our Monday new associate calls. So Mondays are always for brand new associates, but the best way to help you build is to build over again like a brand new associate, right? So learn those tools over again, perfect that knowledge, and then put the systems into place. And then on Wednesday on our team calls, plus we'll actually do the work on any of the work it calls. So if you're available, and I know a lot of you come to the work it calls, if you're available to come on the work it calls, we just put all of these things that we're teaching into place and we work, right? There's an 8, everything's Arizona time, just so you know, I can fix it for you if you want different time zones, but 8 to 9, Monday through Friday, we do a work it call, and Kimberly, it's Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 12 to 2, and Tuesday, Thursday, 4 to 6 p.m., right? Awesome. Okay, perfect. So the work it calls are to work, right? We learn a little, we work. We talk a little, we work. And so it's a great time. If you're limited on time and you don't have much time to put into this, but you want to build, or if you're people, and again, when we go over these systems, it may not actually be for you. It's how can you teach your team to be successful. So if they're limited on time, see if they can spend an hour a day. And if that's the case, get on the work it calls. Or if they only have a half an hour a day, spend a half an hour on the work it calls, right? Just a little something to get focused and to get yourself into motion and to do the actual activities. What I'm doing is for those that are super limited on time, and maybe they only have 30 minutes or an hour every other day, I have them concentrating on inviting to the Thursday calls. And we just focus on that, right? They're just like, I want this, but I'm so overrun with activity, I don't know what else to do. Those are the people I just teach them how to invite to Thursday. Because when they invite, they connect, they invite to learn about our products, they invite to learn about our income, and they follow up. And that's it. For those that have more time, and I'm assuming all of you guys on this call right now, we're going to do more, right? We've got more time to spend. We've got more people to connect with. We've got more goals, bigger dreams, and we want to help more people. So right now, we're going to start with 6 steps. Okay, and I'm going to share this screen. We've talked about it before, but we're actually going to do it right now. Let's see. Where's all my stuff? So many things on my screen. Don't worry about that. That's dinner. Where'd you go? All right, we're going to go to cravemore.pro. Can you guys all see my screen? Cravemore.pro?
Yes.
Okay, great. We're going to start with number 1, launch new associates. We're going to go through her entire website. We're going to go through this. It'll probably take about 3 sessions to go through it. We've already gone over the support new customers, and we can do this again throughout the next couple of weeks, but it's time to build associates, right? And so a few of you may have already done these things. You may have already gone through these steps, but these 6 steps we do over and over and over and over and over again. This is how we build a business. We learn how to do these 6 steps perfectly so we can just do it really super fast and easy, and we don't have to think about it. We do it all the time. We're constantly adding to it. Well, we're only adding to 1 actually. The other 5 steps are just automatic. And then we're going to go later on, we'll go through the business checklist. We'll do this probably next week. And again, same thing. It's just perfecting these 6 steps. So when you have someone come to you and they're like, I really want to get started. You talked about how to make money. How do I make money? We start with these 6 steps, and that's how we get them started. We're going to continue to give you more steps as the times go on, but these are the 6 easiest steps that everyone can start a business with. So we're going to do this right now. So if you haven't printed this yet, I am going to send it to you right now. I'm going to put it in the chat once I figure this out. Oh, I have to stop share.
The idea is we're doing it in text replacements, right? Like we did the customer one. So we could just do like AS1, AS2, AS3 each day for our enrollees.
Well, yeah.
Right?
Yes and no, if you don't mind me saying that. Okay. Yes, when we're helping our people to learn what to do, this is all text replacement, and that's what you do, and that's how I have it set up. New associate 1, new associate 2 is how I did it, hashtag. But we're going to go through these 6 steps tonight. So the first step, and I'm sorry because I'm sharing the screen, I can't copy and paste this form. But if you guys want to print it out, if that's handy for you right now, it's the who do you know. If that's not handy for you, just take a piece of paper, right? Just take a piece of paper, and we're going to take 10 minutes right now to go through a who do you know list. Now, there might be some of you who I've done this before. I've already made lists. We always continue to add. So go ahead. I'm going to talk while you guys are coming up with names, and I'm going to write down my names too. But does everyone have a piece of paper? Is everybody on board to do this? Is there anyone that cannot do this at this moment? I don't know if I can see all of you. So go ahead and tell me if there's anyone that cannot. Otherwise, everybody is able to do this right now. Perfect. Okay, so who do you know? So if you don't have the who do you know, I'm going to read off a couple things. And what we want to do is we always want to come up with different people. We do have a tendency to think about the same people all the time because maybe they're near and dear to our hearts. Maybe they said yes earlier, but they haven't actually done it. Maybe they're interested, or maybe they really need it. But guys, here's the thing. If they haven't said yes yet, you got to move on. All right, you still want to keep them on your radar, and you still want to keep them. But if they're in the Facebook group and you're inviting them to the events or to sip and samples, or you're talking to them, they already are receiving that information. What we need to do is concentrate on new. We always have to add new people. So basically, when you're doing your list, your goal is to cross off names. Cross it off of they've enrolled, they're started. Now we put them on a new list, which is our coaching list that we've talked about before. Or you cross them off because they're just not really interested right now, and they've asked for you to follow up with them later, or they said check with me later or something. People usually don't say no, and if they do, we know it's because it's just not right at this moment. But keep them involved, keep them in the group, keep them apprised, but they should not stay on this list. We need to constantly put new people on all the time. You really want to keep this list with you at all times. In your car, at your office. If you want to have a notebook just specifically for who do you know lists, at your desk at home, wherever you're at, because you will be given signs, names, and faces all the time. And that's our way of the universe telling us you need to contact them all the time, all the time. And so sometimes we'll be driving or whatever, and we'll think of someone and we don't have a way of writing it down. Then when you go to write it down, you forgot. So make sure your list is handy. So let's go ahead. I'm going to turn on some music. We're going to play some music. You're going to write down names. I'm going to give you a list of some people to think about. Alexa, play acoustic music.
All acoustic on Amazon Music.
Mine's playing music. You turn mine on.
Did I turn your Alexa?
Mine too.
Uh-oh.
You know we're all energetic, right? It's all of our energy flows from one home to the next. All right, so 617. So let's just take this moment and really think about it. If you pray, pray. I always pray. And if this is okay, hopefully you guys are okay with me doing this, but I always pray before I make these lists, before I reach out to people, before I call, before I connect. And I pray that God will lead me to the right person that's searching and looking for what we have to offer. I pray that he'll give me the right words to say. And I pray that everybody I reach out to receives my message with love, but definitely connect me to those who need me right now. And I always do that every single time. So let's go ahead and I need to calm down. Sorry, my energy is really high. Who do you know? Who do you know that's health conscious, that is already back in the gym, that's been working out at home, that during lockdown was doing live videos? Who do you know that's constantly worried about what their health is like? Who do you know that's worried about their weight? Who do you know that is overweight? Last night we did a call with 4 people who have lost 100 pounds, all because of isogenics. Not a single one of them could have done it on their own. Every single one of them was invited to learn about our products. They were all a little hesitant. We had to babysit a lot of them, but they all lost over 100 pounds and their lives are completely changed. Who do you know that's not sleeping right now? You can see it in their face. You can see the sorrow and the, I really need to sleep, or I'm just so stressed out. I don't know what to do. I can't stop watching TV. Who needs to relax? Who do you know that needs more energy? And guys, that's really any parent that's working from home right now. I guarantee you they need more energy. They're being pulled in so many ways. They've got to take care of the kids. They have to make meals. They have to work. They're stressed. They don't know what to do because they've got to do all kinds of stuff and they're not used to doing this. This is new and it's not preferred. They're used to having their 8 to 9 hours by themselves. Who do you know that needs to make more money? Who do you know right now that's nervous and stressed? I guarantee you probably almost everybody we know. GNC just went out of business today. There was another company that went out of business yesterday. There's a lot of people who are searching for money right now.
Did I hear you right? GNC?
GNC.
Wow.
Good for us, not great for the economy, not great for the world, right? But you know people who have been purchasing from GNC and they wouldn't buy our shakes because they have a favorite. They should be on your list. You may not want to say GNC run out of business. And guys, I it's that hearsay from somebody else who's extremely knowledgeable. I haven't looked it up myself, but he is extremely knowledgeable. But guys, it's going to happen. This is going to happen to people. How many parents do we know that their children are working in restaurants and bars right now and they're a little nervous? Maybe their tips aren't the same. They still have to pay bills. Maybe they still have their job, but the money's not coming in the same way. People are searching for money right now. Don't be afraid to talk about the money. Never be afraid to talk about the money. We can offer that money. And so many of you have been seeing the bonuses come through and higher cycles come through. Our company has been doing extremely well during this time because we have what people are looking for. Just so many people don't know what they're looking for. And that's our job. How can we connect with them? How can we share what we have? And when you speak from your heart, people will listen. When you're in their face and you're constantly bombarding them, they may or they may not. But if you call them up, and we're going to go through a lot of scripts and verbiage, but when you call them up, just say, you were on my heart today. I wanted to give you a call and check in. How are things going? Allow them a time to talk. And I guarantee you, if they're hurting right now, they're going to tell you something. They're going to give you a pain point. And that's what we have to pay attention to. As soon as they give you that pain point, let them talk it through. But as soon as they give you that pain point, that's when you need to step up and step into the game with grace. I'm so sorry that that's happening, and I'm so sad that that's what's going on right now. I don't know if you've ever thought about what I do, but I do help people. I help people to make money, and I can show you how to do this. We have steps and systems in place. I can teach you. If you have a little bit of time every day, I can teach you. If you need to make a lot of money, this is a different conversation. You don't keep going, right? Done. But if it's a different conversation, you're like, I'm out. I don't have a job. I don't know what to do. Great. If you need to make a lot of money, you've got to work hard. But come with me, hold hands with me for a while, be open, be coachable, and I'll show you how. And guys, that's what we're doing right now. So this whole step right now is the beginning step of how can we show people how to make money. But we, no matter how long we've been in this business, we have to constantly do this. So let's keep adding. Who do you know that's a network marketer? We're always having people jump different network marketing companies. Isogenics is very fortunate that we keep people for a long time, and our teams are really good at retention. But there's a lot of companies that don't do that. Maybe it's their product, maybe it's the owners, maybe they just never really got their stuff together, but they have the skills. I know one of my previous companies, they've changed it was a candle company, and they changed their molds, and it's their signature item, and people are leaving because they can't sell that product, or people aren't doing direct sales anymore. So if you know people who really built a direct sales company by doing in-person parties, that's really, really hard on them. Now we're going to have to teach them how to do social media, but that's okay. We'll teach them. But they have the skills. They have the network. So if you think of anyone that's been involved in a network marketing or a direct sales company, they're excellent people to talk to. We're not here to raid companies, guys. That's not what we do. Please understand that. But maybe they're out, or maybe they're searching, or they're looking. All right, let's not talk about bringing over the entire team. That's not how we work. We want to appreciate everybody's business. But maybe they are, and they have these skills. All right, who do you know that's a teacher? There's a lot of teachers who don't know what's going to happen this fall, and they're trying to amp up how to bring in that extra money right now. Everybody's been impacted with this lockdown. Dentists, chiropractors, nutritionalists, physicians, personal trainers, bodybuilders, hairstylists, estheticians, massage therapists, police officers. They're very busy, and we want them to stay a police officer, but maybe they need an outlet. I've had a lot of people join me throughout the years because they wanted some fun in their life. They love their job, and they're busy at their job pays their bills, or maybe even a lot more than that, but they didn't have any fun outside of their job. And that's where a lot of people are right now, especially if they're working from home and they're not leaving. They've lost their social. And a lot of people are struggling with that. We meet every single day. We have all kinds of communities coming together to shed light and be positive and be helpful and to make a difference for people's lives. Please know that when we're reaching out to people, this community is a huge reason why people come here and why they stay. Who's a team player? Who's always gathering? Who's always hosting the parties? Who's always that social person to put things together? Who's the first person to raise their hand of, I'll help? Who has character and integrity? Who do you know that always does things right? Who's dependable? Again, that person that raises their hand. Who's fun, friendly? They're the ones that really need this right now. Who do you know that works in a restaurant, a bar, a mechanic, bridal shop owner, health store owner, fitness or sports enthusiast? Who do you see and vision at the fitness club at the spa, country clubs, golf clubs, tennis clubs, hair salons, cleaners, the bank, daycare. These are all different categories of people who do really well in network marketing. They know people, they're friendly, they know how to make this work. They know how to talk to people, they like money, they know how to earn money. So we're gonna wrap this up for now, but I want you guys to just continue to keep that list handy at all times. Always, always, always have it available so that you can connect. All right. Any questions about that before we move on to step 2? How many names? Here, this is super fun. Everybody in the chat, count up your names. How many names did you guys write down? Let's count this up. Seven. Great, Annie. 10, 10, 8. Excellent. I'm gonna get a calculator. Jackie, 19. Awesome. 15. Great. Okay, let's keep the numbers going because you're gonna love this. Okay, how many else? 25. Nice, Kathleen. All your numbers are great, guys. Some just write faster, think faster, doesn't matter. The time will come. You can still continue to do this tonight, tomorrow. 3. Excellent, Erin. Okay, did everyone put a number in? 97 people. So you guys have thought of 97 people that we have a possibility to change their lives. So I want you to take that in just for a minute, and that took 10 minutes. 10 minutes for you guys to have the possibility of reaching out and connecting with 97 people. Now think if we were one organization and all of them said yes, which it won't, don't worry if they don't. But think about that. Think about that. If we continue to teach these programs to all the people that we meet and that we bring in, and we have 97 people who said yes, what would your team look like? How many lives are you going to change? Because those 97 people are then going to reach out to 97 people, 180 people, 300, 400, 600, 800 people, right? What difference does that make to people's lives and to your life? Don't be afraid to talk about money. Don't be afraid that you want money. Don't be afraid that other people need to make money, right? We're here to change lives, both physically and financially. All right, that's awesome. Okay, now step 2. Step 2, now we need to contact them. Uh-oh, here's the scary part, right? All right, if you guys want to unmute, if you guys want to talk this through, we're going to go through some scripts. All right, so I have a group. It's called Scripts and Posts. Scripts and Posts. If you're not already in it, make sure Kimberly and I know that you want to be added. There's a ton of scripts in there, but what Kimberly and I really want to do is keep this so simple that you don't have to worry about anything. But the most recent scripts that we put in there were from Ray Higdon, and it's a script that he's tested for today's world, reaching out to people. Now you want to change it a little bit. It's not personal. And here's the rules. If you haven't connected with them in the last 90 days, or especially since this has all happened, you just need to say hi. You cannot just go in and ask for business. I'm going to tell you a quick little story. So people need to know, like, trust, respect us before they say yes. Many of you know that I work with the social media master, Jim Lupkin, and we may teach you his program throughout this time period. And some of you have already gone through it. But what happened, this all started about 5 years ago. Jim reached out to me and he sent me a private message. He's like, hi, we don't know each other, but we have a couple mutual friends. And he named them. One was Eric Worre. Well, Eric's not my friend per se, but all right, I paid attention to his message. It caught my attention. And he's like, you don't know me. However, we have these mutual friends, da 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 da. And you seem like someone that I would really be interested in speaking to and getting to know. In fact, I see that you're with Isogenics. You probably work with a company called Sound Concepts. They've actually have presented my book. I'm an author, and he showed me his book. I'm here to teach people about social media. Would you like to have a conversation? And I was on my way on a vacation, so I wrote back, I'm leaving, I'm going out of town. I'd be interested, yes. I didn't do anything else with it. I get a lot of these sales things. It was salesy, but it made me pay attention, right? So I got to know him, step one. Then he started liking and commenting on my posts because, guys, he saw something in me. For one, I responded and he saw something in me. So he knew it was enough to pay attention. So he started liking and commenting on a few of my posts. What did he do? I started to like him. I started to trust him. Then he private messaged me back, maybe about a month, 5 weeks later. And he's like, hey, I just wanted to touch base. We talked before. I wanted to connect with you. Also, I have a free private Facebook group where I give away a bunch of tips. Can I add you? Well, yeah. Now he provided me value. Now I'm really starting to trust him. Step 3. All right, I get in the group. It's active. There's stuff going on. I'm learning things. That's great. Then he messages me again. Hey, could you get on the phone? I'd like to give you a call. I'm going to be in town. I wanted to see if we could connect. All right. So I got on the phone. Why not? I started to like, no, trust him. Now I'm starting to have some respect. Then I met him. We met. We had tea. I brought 3 team members. I brought into his program. It was $99. All 3 of my team members that were with me did it as well. Within the next 3 weeks, we started for the team. I invited 40 people we had 40 people join. Over the next year, I invited another 60 people to join his program. I started to actually present for him because I really like this program, so I can really teach you guys this program. And I would say over the last 5 years, I've introduced him to 400 people that have purchased this program. Imagine 400 people on your team, all because you did a private message correctly and someone liked you, got to know you, trusted you, respected you, and bought your program and shared it with others. He used his exact program to me. I didn't catch it. I felt special. I felt like he was really paying attention to me. And I felt like, this is pretty cool. I'm getting value from this guy. He really likes me. This is cool. I can use this. That's all this is, guys. We offer people something. They get to know us, like us, trust us. They respect us because we're creating a relationship with them, and we invite them in. We invite them to learn more about our product and our financial plan. So step number 2, now we start contacting them. You can call, because right now we're starting with people you know, right? That's with people you don't know, but also people you know. But again, if you haven't spoken to them in 90 days, just say hi, start the conversation, start the relationship over again. Then we go into it. All right, so this one is, hey, Susie, guess what I did? I started a new health journey because I'm so ready to lose weight. This quarantine's been horrible, or I've gained weight not being able to go to the gym, or whatever has happened to you. Always be real, okay? We don't want to make up stories, be real. I just want to feel like myself again, and I want to do this with some friends. It'll be fun. Are you open to hearing more about it? Right? That's one verbiage. That's with you contacting people. Kimberly and I can go through a lot of other verbiages with you, but I'm just going to give you a few simple little things of connecting with people. So Aaron, I know Aaron was contacting his cousin today. And so Aaron, I'm just going to use you and Ben as an example. So he sent Ben a message. Ben responded back with, gosh, that sounds like something I need. So then Aaron set up an appointment with him, and I don't know where they went from there. I'm just going to give some verbiage. Hey, Ben, I'm so glad we're connected. I love you guys. They're cousins. They love each other. I love you, bro. Right. And I'm so glad you're interested in what I do and the nutrition program that Marisol and I use. It's been absolutely amazing for us and so many other friends. What are some of your goals? And then you let them speak and you let them talk about their goals. Great. I've got the perfect pack for you. Let's take a look at this pack. It's called the value pack. The reason for that is because it gives you the most value. You get access to pretty much everything that we offer. And we're going to have snacks, meals, desserts, a blender. It gives you really everything. It's a one-stop shop. Let's take a look at that program, see if that's for you. And if so, we can get you started and get it to you in the next couple of days. You're just speaking to someone. All right, let's do another example. Does someone else have one that you want me to give you an example for? Someone on your list that you really want to reach out to. I love role playing. All right, you guys had 97 people we have to connect with. Give me one of them and tell me just a tiny bit about their story and I'll give you a conversation.
Okay.
Thank you, Debbie.
I just had someone comment about they've been watching me melt away.
All right, excellent. Who is this person to you?
One of the friends of mine that has RSD like me.
Okay, all right, great. Oh my, and they messaged you on a Facebook post?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, perfect. And that's step 4 and 5, guys. So we're gonna get to that. Perfect. All right, so what's her name?
Janice.
Janice. Janet, so you can respond to them down here with Janice. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I know. It's been so crazy. I'd love to share this with you. Okay, step 4. Step 5, now you private message them or call them depending on your relationship. And you can private message saying, Janice, thank you for commenting on my health post. That really makes a difference to me. I'm gonna add some personal verbiage to this, okay? But thanks for commenting on my health post. That really, I love that you support me and I'm so glad you said that because yes, I am melting away. And that's never been easy for me, especially having RSD. But one of the things that excites me the most about starting the system is doing it with people I know. So this may or may not be for you. I don't know what you have tried in the past, but if you'd be interested in melting yourself, I'd love to talk to you about it. Okay, that's all through private message. Da 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 da. Debbie, could you do that?
Oh yeah.
Okay, great. Let's move on to the next part of that then. So they respond, right? And she's like, yes. They usually don't say a whole lot, right? Yes, I want to do that. Sorry, I was reading some messages. All right. Thank you for taking the time to share. Thank you for saying yes. I will absolutely help you accomplish this. I've got you. Here's a video that explains how the system works, the science behind the products, and several testimonials I'm sure you'll connect with. Bam. It's the Isogenics Advantage video. I would love to set up a time to answer any questions and help you set up a time for your success. And then you give them suggestions of when you're available, when they might be available. Debbie, can you do that?
Oh yeah.
Right?
Yep.
You're copying and pasting this, guys, but you're adding personal stuff between the two of you based on your relationship, but mostly based on what they're talking about. Because they want to hear our story, but it's all about their story. So, Debbie, you're melting away because she wants to melt. She uses the word melt unless you put it in your message. I don't know. But
No.
no, then she wants to melt. Right? So they'll give you clues.
That's what I was thinking.
Right? They'll give you clues of what they're looking for because they want the same thing. They want to melt. I'm so glad you said that. That's how I feel. I'm so excited. And this is so cool. But I really would love to share this with you too, because there's so many great things that happen when people do this together. Can I send you a video? Would you have time to talk? Any questions about that, guys? Is there anyone, and I need you guys to really truly answer this. And we have intimate team calls, so know that these are always safe places. So far, with the who do you know list and talking to them, and then we're going to talk about your post, and we're actually going to do one tonight. And then the response, is there anything in here that you cannot do? And please be honest, because if there is, we need to cover that and we need to go over that. Does anyone have something that is making you a little nervous, or I couldn't do that or anything, or can you all do that? Let's go ahead and type in the chat. Can you do this? And I'm watching your chat.
Hey,
you guys?
Steph,
Yeah.
one of the things going through this, when she gives, you know, when they're giving the script on what to send, what I like to have them do is to just, I love the whole script. Are you interested in hearing more about it? And then I put, if yes, then I will add you to my free nutrition group, instead of sending them the what is isogenics right away.
Okay.
Because then once you put them in the group, you can post the isogenics video and tag them in it.
Yep.
Don't you
And
think
we
that-
actually did change that, Kimberly. I'm really glad you brought that up, because when we were this is Davina's.
Okay.
When we were looking through this, she's got the same video 2 times. So we're like,
Okay.
that's not good. So let's switch it. And we so did it just like you said. So it's perfect. On step number 2, would you be interested in hearing more about it? Great, we have a private Facebook group. Could I add you to that? And you always want to ask them questions, right? You don't want to just give them all the information. So I could give someone a link, bam, and they could click on it, but maybe I don't know that they clicked on it. We might not know that they went into the group, and there's no communication going on. So I have a private Facebook group that I'm in. It's so supportive and motivating. Can I invite you to that? Yes. Okay, great. So you invite them, but then also send them the link. And if you guys don't know how to get them a link, you just go into your Facebook, and I'll just do mine because it's here. But you just go to that and you copy and paste, and you can send them the link. You can do that with your own page. So there's Stephanie Beebe 11. You can do it with your product group. You can do it with any group that you want. And then you send that to them. So Kimberly, you're so right. And then we'll skip step number 6, and you can avoid that. So contact people, contact everybody on your list. Now what we want to do before we end tonight is write a social media post. So I'm going to have all of you guys do this right now. And we're going to go through all 6 steps just like that. Bam, 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 bam. Right? We want you to go through this. We want you to build the people. We want you to add new people. We want you to connect with them. We want you to build, but also we want you to know how easy this is to teach other people and how duplicatable this is. All right, so everybody got your Facebook up through your PC or your Apple, your Mac, your phone, whatever you've got. We're going to do a post right now. I did it earlier because I can't tell someone else to do something if I haven't done it. People will do 100% of what you don't do, and they'll do 50% of what you do. So hopefully 50% of you or more do this right now. But if I didn't do it, none of you guys would do it. So I'll just show you mine. I used her verbiage, but that's not for me because I'm not new. So I can't use this one. So it says, take a picture of yourself. I took an older picture of me. I took a picture of that I had from last week that I never posted. Go ahead and go through your photos. Don't worry about posting a new one, because guys, that stops people from moving forward, because they're like, oh, I gotta do my hair, I gotta do my makeup, I gotta have a pretty outfit on. Oh, screw that. Go back to a photo that you've already done and post that. We don't want to waste time, because anytime we ask people to do something that takes an extra step, especially hair, makeup, and clothes, they may not do it. So everybody look through your phone, look for a picture that's cute, you're fine with, it works, and let's come up with your post. All right, so this one, if you're newer, it's already done for you. Copy and paste this. Add a little bit of your own personality. I've been watching my friend, and then tag your friend, hopefully your sponsor. Help others feel amazing. And I was inspired to make a healthy change for myself. I am so done feeling tired, lethargic, stressed, fat, fluffy, whatever it is that you're feeling. Go ahead and put it out there. Whatever words you use are the way you feel. And it's how you'll connect with other people. You attract the like. I would love to do this with some friends who crave more health, so that we can keep each other accountable. Who is up for looking their best? Okay, this is what I did. Mine was a little too long. I'd like it to be shorter because I cut off some of the things that I really wanted to. So I might edit this in just a little bit. And guys, if we can all help each other and comment on each other's posts, that gets more excitement going, right? We always want to edify the situation. And oh my gosh, I'm in. So if anyone wants to comment on mine, thank you. Please let me know when you have yours done. Tag me, or just message me. Mine's done. You can also do the link to your Facebook in one of our message threads or anything like that. And then it's super easy for us to just click on it, and then we can make a comment. So again, make things easy for people. So mine said, I've been involved in having fun with our friends in our group, doing the 11-day shred. It's been so amazing seeing them shed the weight, light up, and feel amazing. We've decided to do it again after the holiday and starting July 6th. And I'm giving it my all. It's 11 days. We can all do something extreme and crazy for 11 days, but actually it's not. It's just focus and consistency. I put that in there on purpose because people might think, oh my gosh, 11 days, how am I really gonna do something for 11 days? We know it's not. It's 2 shakes, 2 snacks, and a meal. It's summertime and time to be in the pool a lot, especially during quarantine. So time to look the part and join the party. I would love to invite 5 friends who crave health, so we can keep each other accountable. Who is up for looking and feeling their best? So I'm gonna change that a little bit. I did it for you guys more or less, and to get started, I'll change it just a tiny bit. Can I post it in the AM? Oh, Renee, yes. So if you only post a certain amount of things per day and you're already past your limit, absolutely.
Well, and Steph, just a quick note, I did post on the shred today, so I don't want to be redundant, but I will post it tomorrow because I love that with just the profile. That's great.
Yeah, and Renee,
Yeah.
you know, I'm just giving you a hard time.
I know.
But yes, and she's so right, guys. You can't go boom, 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 right? You can't go 11 day shred, 11 day shred, 11 day shred. But if you got to mix it up a little bit. So I purposely did a couple things to mix it up today because I knew I was going to have a lot of stuff. I don't follow rules when it comes to social media. I really don't. So if you follow rules and you have a certain number that you post or certain times of the day, follow your rules, right? Keep within what you do. This is not to take you off track with that. I'll just show you mine. So for some reason, I didn't, I was tagged, but I didn't go on my page. So I snagged it and I did my little congratulations. Again, if anyone wants to help me and edify me, go ahead and make a comment because I was one of the top enrollers in the mountain region last week. So that'd be great. Thank you. We all need edification, guys. It doesn't matter how long you've been here. We all need it. But I knew I was going to be having a bunch of business stuff in here. So I wanted to break it up. Plus my kids asked for that. And thank you, William, for commenting. I appreciate it. But my kids asked me to do that. I'm doing quite a few business posts because our event's tomorrow. And I really want to get that out to people. But then, you know, I did something that everybody else would be interested in. Doesn't matter if you're an isogenics, a health nut, whatever, who doesn't love lemon water? So, you know, you just kind of got to mix it up a few different ways. I talked about my own personal tragedy. Don't always make everything glory. Share your bad stuff, right? I've got a problem right now that I've got to fix, and I honestly don't know how to fix it. So I asked for recommendations. So share your bad stuff, guys. People need to know that we're real. All right, and I think William and Renee, thank you so much. I'll comment in just a few minutes. But I'm going to use some of Davina's responses. I'll do this on purpose to show you how I responded using step 4. Because we just did step 3. I'll respond with step 4. I'll take it privately. And if you guys want, I'd be more than happy to play and send you guys step 5. And if anyone wants to practice and go back and forth, let's do that. There's nothing better than playing with each other and feeling so comfortable with how to do this. And then the next step, if you didn't do in step 2, is invite them to your Facebook group. That's 6 steps on how to build a business and how to teach a brand new person how to build a business. Comments? Anyone have any comments, questions? Guys all said you can do that, right? I've got proof. I can. Yes, I can. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. So, whoops. How did I do that? So guys, really seriously, I would love for you to, oh good, Jackie just did hers. Awesome, girlfriend. That's what this is, over and over and over again. We can do more and we'll add more, but when you're just getting somebody started, depending on what their goals are, if they want to make some extra cash or if they get overwhelmed easily, these 6 steps. If they want more, we're going to continue to teach you guys more. But just start them with the 6 steps. Who do you know? All right, so, you know, we can take it a step further. They want to earn more. You start doing 3-way calls with them. Start talking to their people. Who do you know? Who's on your contact list? Who should we contact right now? And you call. And that's how you take the next steps to make this happen. Over and over and over again. Our job is to connect with people, invite them to learn about the product, invite them to learn about our financial plan, and get them started, and then coach them, and then repeat. And do the same thing with their people. Repeat, repeat, repeat. If you get overwhelmed or if there's too much, just go right back to these basics. I would love to hear your guys' questions. We have 4 minutes left. Who has questions or comments? I really want to know, especially if anyone has any objections or if anything's happening inside that you're nervous, or are you just ready, right? Have you already made that list? Are you able to connect with people? Have you done your post? Are you able to ask people? Are you ready to do a private message? And then you've got to ask the question, what are your goals? Great, I've got a great pack. This will be perfect for you. It's called a value pack. Can we get on the phone? I'd love to share it with you and help you get started. Get on the phone or do a 3-way with somebody and then ask, great. What questions do you have? Are you ready to get started? And it may not always go that easy, guys. We're going to talk about objections and we'll talk about different things. but sometimes it can be that easy. Aaron, I want to ask you, and I'm going to put you on the spot. Was it that easy with your cousin? We'll see if Aaron's there, because it should have been that easy.
Can you hear me, Stephanie?
Yes.
Okay, sorry about that. I was trying to do my Facebook post. uh, Honestly, so in the beginning, when we were chatting yesterday, it was real easy. It flowed. And then I don't know. I know I reached out. We have not talked. And I told you that we were going to talk today, and we have not talked. I don't know. I've reached out twice and phoned. So, which isn't unusual because we'd run hot and cold. But no, to answer your question, it flowed very easy, especially in the beginning.
Great.
But as it got a little closer, I think, to making a decision or pulling the trigger for whatever reason, I still think he's talked about this for past year now. So I mean, off and on.
And
But
that's why it should be easy. All right. Not all your calls are going to be easy. I don't want to mislead you in any way. But in this case, they have a close relationship. Aaron has proven himself. He posts about his experience. They've talked about it for about a year, right? Aaron's mom has even talked to him. So he was ready. He is ready. That's why this should be easy, because he's ready. So Aaron, if you haven't connected with him, don't think about it. Don't think anything in your head other than you guys just haven't connected yet. That's all that is. Don't let your head take any space of, why hasn't he called me back? Oh my gosh, he's not interested anymore. What did I do? Did I not? Don't go there. Because you don't know anything. You have no idea what's going on in his head. He may have just had a really super busy day, or our energy's off a little bit in our world right now. He may just not be in the right place because he wants to say yes, and maybe just today wasn't the right day to say yes. Who knows? We don't know. We can't judge in any way what's going on with people. But when you do speak to him, because the whole thing has been primed for a while, that's an easy one, because you've done all the work. Now it's just finalizing it. All right, does anyone else have any comments, or would anyone like to go over a situation so we can talk about a script or an idea of where to take them, or an objection, or anything that's coming up for you that may prevent you from going through these 6 steps? Or are you guys good? Are you good going through these 6 steps? And I'd really like to know who's already done steps 1 and 3. Okay, let's go ahead. We'll put it in the chat. Okay, Vicki, excellent. Steps 1 and 3, make your list of people, you do your social media post. Steps 2, 4, and 5 come as they respond, right? Or 2, as soon as we get off the phone. Or 2, as soon as you sit down to call everyone. Now, what I like to do, the way that I've built businesses in the past, is I take power hours. I have the ability to take all day. If you don't have that, don't worry about it. But if you have the ability to sit down and go through your list one person at a time and go through all your people, I highly recommend it. That is how I have built 3 different businesses, and very successful businesses. When I first started every single one of them, I made my list, and I usually have about 75 to 100 people on the list. I'll take the day and I'll just literally call. Some of them I did 3-way calls with. Guys, I've been doing this for a long time. So if you're not comfortable doing that and you want to do 3-way calls, you know we're here. You know Kimberly and I or anyone else will do a 3-way call with you. Just schedule it, right? But if you're comfortable and you're familiar and you just want to go. Just call. And if they aren't interested, or they're not interested right now, it's okay. They're just not interested in right now. Lots of people have lots of stuff going on. But those that say yes, great. Great. Let's get you started right now. Get them enrolled, get their pack, start coaching them, start using step 3. Oh, I got off my share. But go to Davina's website and start using step 2 of start coaching them. You have all of the tools on that website, plus what we're going to continue to teach you. All right, we're at our hour. Does anyone have any questions or concerns?
I just love those scripts. They're just so good.
They're amazing. It's
Yeah,
simple.
and it gives you like steps, so you don't have to like be a rocket scientist. You just boom, and then I do boom and boom.
Right? And guys, if you guys like to be organized and prepared, and thank you, Annie. Annie and Vicki are helping us go through these 7 days of being organized. It's so great. But one way you can organize yourself, if you really are ready to expand and build, is copy and paste these as your text replacements into your phone. So as you begin to work with new people, you can send them step 1, step 2, step 3. Just remember, we're changing step 2, which if you're using any of the, Erin, it's cravemore.pro website. But if you're using any of the scripts directly from Kimberly or I, we've already changed that. But if you're going to copy and paste from here, rather than going to the Vimeo, ask them if you can add them to your private Facebook page and then skip 6. So it's really 5 steps. All right, guys. All right, I want to challenge all of you. We did not go over, oh my gosh, we did not go over our announcements, and there's so many announcements, so I'm going to do it really super quick. Let's stop recording. Sorry, guys.